Welcome back to Beyond the Game. Joined today by men's basketball coach Matt Skinn. Really glad to have Matt here because we're only 2 days away from the Capers Fall Classic, third annual event down at Center 200. Matt, thanks for coming by. And what can you tell me about what kicks off Thursday at Center 200?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. We're really excited about the tournament this year. We have 7 teams in, so there's going to be 4 in total from the AUS, 2 from the Ontario division, and 2 from Canada West. So Calgary, Regina, Nipissing, Western, PEI, Acadia, St. FX, and us. So it's going to be a terrific tournament this weekend.
It's really kind of grown in just a short period of time. I remember the first year we were pretty much all AUS schools. Pardon me. Holland College was here, Maine Fort Kent. Last year we kind of expanded and Calgary joined us and McMaster. But really, you're getting a lot of feedback on this now. People like coming, teams want to come to Cape Breton for this tip-off?
Yeah, I mean, I just got a couple emails this week from some schools out west saying if Dan from Calgary doesn't want to come back next year, that we'd like to come. So, you know, hopefully we can keep having the 8 teams here because I think the tournament format makes it more exciting for the fans. They understand, you know, who's going to be the winner rather than on a point differential like we've had to do in the past. So, and I think it really kind of mimics the national tournament. That is what we're trying to do and how we're kind of promoting it to the rest of the country. We're playing in an arena at Center 200. You have to play 3 games in 3 days, just like you would at the CIS tournament. So we're really hoping that this is kind of the preseason version of the CIS tournament, and we're doing it right here in Sydney.
Similar, I guess, to kind of like what they do in the States with the NIT. They have the preseason NIT and different events like that. And it is a format change where we actually have it as a genuine tournament now. If you guys don't win on Thursday, then you're not in the semifinals on Friday, whereas in previous years we just kind of matched everyone up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it puts a little bit more pressure on us as the home team because, you know, we want to be able to go forward. But, you know, we didn't set up the tournament like that for ourselves. I mean, we play Western in the first game on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and they've been beating up on everybody in the preseason. So, you know, what we try to do here is, you know, make our schedule the best we can to get the best opponents that we can because we think that's going to help us in the long run. So.
Well, ultimately, that's what you want in the preseason, of course, is the best competition. You had 4 really quality games last weekend in Ontario. How'd that feel? You get a good look at the boys before you head into this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think it gave us an idea. I think we're lucky to have some depth this year, so we have to make you know, some tough decisions as far as who we're playing and who's on the floor. So, you know, the games last weekend and the games this weekend will kind of give us a better indication of who's going to, you know, be on the floor for us when it matters in the, you know, regular season. But you know, those teams in Ontario, they play, you know, a different style than they do in the AUS, especially Ottawa and McMaster, who will be, you know, 2 top 5 teams in the country for sure to start this season. And it really made us, you know, sit back and evaluate how we're doing things here because, you know, essentially that's where we want to be, and those are the teams that we want to play against here every year when we're qualifying for, you know, AUS championships and CIS national championships. So it was really good for me and my coaching staff to be able to, you know, get to see those quality teams.
Now, a lot of fans will know a lot of your faces. Meshach Lufile, 5th year. Kelson Devereaux, 5th year. Cedric Kasongo. List goes on. Keon Mears back healthy again this year. A lot of new faces, too, on the Capers.
Yeah, we have 4 new players this year, and 2 of them especially really stepped up on the weekend. Jack McCauley from Charlottetown Rural, who is the MVP of the Coal Bowl here in Cape Breton.
Local fans that know him well.
Yeah, so he stepped up and started a couple of games for us on the weekend. And Tevin Bartley, who is a first-year player here at CBU with us, he's from Toronto. Both those guys stepped into the lineup and gave us great minutes this weekend. So we're expecting an exciting weekend all around? Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's not too exciting at times. I hope we play well and give the fans what they want. But like I said, I really am, you know, excited about the format change. You know, we're really excited to have, you know, all these teams in, and we're going to show them a great time. I mean, that was one thing that a couple of the coaches mentioned to, you know, to me this past weekend, who had been to our tournament, you know, McMaster being one of them, that, you know, as soon as they walked into the doors everywhere, they got the Cape Breton hospitality. So they were out, they just kept asking, you know, how things were with the hotel and us when we were in Ontario, because they knew it was reciprocated back when they came here. So it was great.
No, certainly well known for her hospitality, and actually I'll throw a little plug out for our alumni who might be watching Thursday night. Special deal alumni, come on down, join us. Box seat, Breton Brewing, owned and operated by CBU alumni, giving away some free product. I guess that's the polite way to say it. And there's also going to be a little get-together in the concourse following the Capers Western game with Kintyre Light playing. It should be, we're trying to make this, I guess, a big event outside of just the basketball. I mean, the basketball's always been great, but we're trying to expand it as well.
Yeah, I think that's what teams are looking for when they come as well, you know, to have an experience. For a lot of the teams and the players, you know, maybe this is the first time that they've ever been to Sydney, and you know, maybe they haven't heard of it or know what the city's all about, so we want to show off as much as we can.
Great, Matt. I appreciate you coming by, and hope to see everyone at Center 200 Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know the routine. All tickets are on sale now at Center 200 box office. Drop by and check us out. Matt, best of luck this weekend and come ahead.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
See you next time on Beyond the Game.